I'm Dr. Brian Nickel, your cannabis expert for CannabisExpertMD.com. With a frequently asked question, I recently asked some of our patients online, submit questions that you have and I'll give them an answer for you. This one's from Judson from Judsonia, Arkansas. Not much of a stretch there, Mr. Producer. He asks, do you have a recipe for muscle rub? Well, Judson, topical commercial products are available with both CBD preparations as well as combinations of CBD and THC products. You may have already tried these, and that's why you're kind of asking for a bit of advice. For muscle pain, very typically the legally available CBD products don't have enough THC, staying less than the 0.3% that's permitted by law, to really be effective for muscle pain. There are commercial products available with CBD and THC combinations present. Some of them, like Natural State Medicinal's excellent 3-to-1 CBD to THC topical, they're usually effective at treating almost all of the conditions that patients that well respond to a topical will have. But they can be kind of expensive, so a do-it-yourself method seems like a really viable option. The thing about topicals, though, is they can be kind of tricky to formulate. You have to remember your skin is designed to keep the outside environment from getting inside your body. In order for topicals to be effective, we have to use a solvent to transport the chemicals from the skin surface into the deeper tissues, such as the muscles, where they exert their effects. Oils, very typically something like shea butter or coconut butter, they're often used for this particular purpose. So if you're doing your own topical, Judson, you're going to start there. You can obtain some shea butter or coconut butter. You're also going to probably need to set up your own little home lab there. You're going to have to get some scales, probably some mixers, a little bit of glassware. You might want to pull out that old high school chemistry book to brush up on the skills that you learned long ago. You're also going to need to obtain terpene and cannabinoid isolates. They are available. You can order them online, like CBD, CBG, myrcene, beta-caryophyllene, and so forth. You can find THC isolates available at your dispensary. For formulating your own topical, or you can perform your own whole plant extraction for use instead. Topical DIY production, it tends to be cost quite a bit of money, tends to have a lot of time requirements to it, and it usually requires a bit of trial and error until you've experimented enough to find the right combinations of cannabinoids and terpenes that are effective for you. DIY topicals, they can just be tough to get right and kind of expensive to produce initially. An easy way to make your own CBD and THC muscle rub that's likely to be more effective than the CBD preparations you might have tried, and probably less expensive than the commercially available preparations, is to combine some already available products. Most muscle pain responds to CBD to THC ratios, when we're talking about the topical preparations, of about 20-to-1 to about 10-to-1 of the CBD to THC ratio. What I suggest patients do is you start with a quality CBD topical like Buffalo Company's No Pain Salve. A big tin of theirs has about 1,000 milligrams of CBD present, along with some of the minor cannabinoids and terpenes that are present, as it is a whole plant product. If you're looking at about a 20-to-1 CBD to THC ratio, and that's usually a good place to start, you're going to need approximately 50 milligrams of THC in this tin. So what you do is you add 50 milligrams of a Delta-9 THC tincture from a commercially available product, such as Natural State Medicinal's indica tincture here. You'd add 50 milligrams of that into the 1,000 milligrams of CBD present in the tin, mix it up well with a fork, and there you go. You've just created your own 20-to-1 CBD to THC ratio topical that should be more effective at relieving muscle pain than the CBD alone preparation, and at a much lower cost than the commercially available preparations today. So Judson, that's the fastest, easiest way to go DIY if you're looking to produce some of your own topicals. It'll really save you a lot of money from setting up your own lab, buying the individual components, and a lot of the time as far as experimentation goes, as you find the best formula for you. And the best thing is you don't have to try to remember all of those chemistry and lab skills most of us forgot a very long time ago. For more information on all things medical cannabis, be sure to check us out at CannabisExpertMD.com. We're also available at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under Cannabis Expert MD.